Right now, we move straight to the next topic here: Arsenal versus Manchester City preview. Roll the drums. We know Manchester City has won so many EPL in the last 10 years, and Arsenal is yet to win so many of them, or perhaps one. Anyway, Sunday's blockbuster sees Arsenal hosting Manchester City, a match that could have serious implications. and Arsenal are looking sharp this season, with Arsenal's Arteta's maturing and adding depth, while City are dealing with a growing list of injury. But they remain contentious, in the competition, because under Guardiola, you can't predict. Anything can happen. This fixture has become the new title rivalry over the past 2 seasons. And we've seen Arsenal, City deciding where the League Cup goes. Arsenal's new midfield looks dominant, and their defense has been solid. City, in the meantime, have shown vulnerability with injuries, and key players like John Stone, Al Nouri, Ryan Cherky, and now Omar Mamouche are all out based on injury. Can Arsenal finally turn their good performances against City into the current consistent wins that they need? Now, I'm going to go from Paul here. Does Arsenal now have the mental edge over City, or is Pep still going to use his tactical abilities over Arsenal?
Well, I think we have the mental edge now over Man City. Starting from last season, I think it's in about 2 seasons or more now. Manchester City have failed to defeat us, and last season was the first time I think we took all. No, not last season. Last 2 seasons we won them at the Emirates, and last season also we also defeated them at the Emirates. So I expect Arsenal to do it, 3 in a row now. But if you ask me overall, I think Arsenal have what it takes now to defeat this Manchester City.
Right. So, Mike, who is the one player that could decide this clash? Haaland, Odegaard, or someone else? Saka is out.
Yeah,
But we have what's his
Madueke on
name?
the
We
wing.
have Noni. We have the new striker from
You're correct.
Sporting. We have
I think-
Gyökeres. We have Eze. We have all this. So who's likely going to decide this game?
I think number one is the 2 strikers. They both have solid points made, Gyökeres and Haaland. Then the supply cast, depending on who supplies the ball. And you can see that Phil Foden is gradually going into the Phil Foden that led Man City to their last league title that they won. So I think that, you can talk about Erling Haaland, Gyökeres, Phil Foden, then you have to mention Iberichi.
Right, so you need to put those guys in contention, and you need to get them on your head. You need to actually expect and look forward to seeing these guys perform their magic on that day. September 21 is the date. Arsenal is taking on City, and both are fighting for the Premiership. And we move on. The game could be a decider in disguise. Arsenal and City have replaced Liverpool versus City as the league's most tactical rivalry. Fans love the chess game between Arteta and Pep, the student and the master. And the issue here is this: as Arsenal versus City officially become the Premier League's defining title rivalry.
Well, I don't think so. I think if you look at Manchester City, it's a team that everybody wants to beat. Everybody wants to beat them, because of how they've, been handling things for the past 3, 4, 5 seasons ago. But if you ask me, I think for Arsenal, as an Arsenal fan also, I think Liverpool should be the deciding factor between for us as an Arsenal fan, because I look at Manchester City now. I don't think they are in a position to really delay our chances of winning the league. But if you ask me about Liverpool, I think Liverpool is the main deal for us.
Right. So, I want you to answer this pretty critically, and from your angle and experience of the EPL, do you think, based on Arsenal's history, what do you think a win here could mean psychologically for Arsenal players concerning their statement to leave the EPL after how many years? 24?
No, 22.
Yeah,
First
22 years.
I think
This
2 seasons ago, Arsenal broke out of that Guardiola psychological thing that they went through, losing back-to-back to Guardiola for some time. And this Arsenal has come of age.
Okay.
You can say last season they were brutal against City, which was massive for their confidence. But when you look at where Arsenal was and where they are right now, I think now Arteta has no excuse if he doesn't win the league this season. But I don't envy him because teams too have grown. I don't think it's Man City that is their big challenger this season. I think it's Liverpool because the first choice this season has to be Liverpool because those guys, if you see the way they have taken the games they've taken, as a champion, you just have to win. Anyhow, you just have to find a way out. And they still, even to Champions League, you saw how the Atletico came back and they still found a way out. So, with that mentality, it's very difficult to stop them. So, I don't think Arsenal Man City is the title decider any longer. It is now between Liverpool and Arsenal. And it's now advantage Liverpool because Liverpool has won the first leg.
Right, so advantage Liverpool. Liverpool got a first leg winner at the 80th minute by that wonderful, beautiful, unbelievable goal by Szoboszlai. It was a free kick that went to the record that week. I think it was the goal of the week. And that was a fantastic winner. And just one man could just decide the game. Now we're going into a weekend full of surprises, full of drama, filled with giants. Chelsea is going to face United. United is trying to creep out of their coven and come and show their face, and Chelsea is right there at the top. They just came back from the exploits from the World Club Cup, bearing the cup for the first time and carrying it on their chest boldly. How proud are you about that? Mate?
When you support a club,
I saw the smile on your face. It was like, I just gave you ice cream.
when you support a club that has won it all, a club that there's no trophy that you can now be so intimidating to them with, and like, oh, what's this? We've won this before.
Can
what's
you
that?
imagine? See pride.
The most important part now is that there's no other team that has won the Club World Cup, and there's no other team that will wear that badge for 4 years. Mind you, they are now talking to FIFA to make it 2 years. So that will mean that it is only Chelsea that will wear that badge for 4 years, which no other team will do.
Can you imagine Chelsea setting records and breaking their own records?
That's what we do.
So you're so proud now. You're feeling like ice. You're like you're glazing on ice.
Yeah, that's
cloud 7.
It's a Chelsea feeling. We are not. Chelsea is not mediocre like some teams that used to defend their mediocrity. I don't want to mention the red side of London, but not London to be precise. But they used to defend their mediocrity a lot. But we go brutal even on our own players when they don't do well. Now the coaches, no time. But when the mentality produce the right result, then you just have to change.
So Chelsea fans they actually have starch on their shoulders.
You can't blame them.
They're moving around like they're riding on horses and gliding on ice as we speak. Paulo, how do you fancy the chances of Arsenal this weekend in the wrap up?
Well, I believe it's a big game between like you said, the teacher and the student. And for us now, a lot of advantage will be on our side because we'll be playing at home also. And the last two meetings in the league has gone in at the Emirates. There has gone in favor of Arsenal. And you look at how Arsenal have been playing this season. Though we've not been at our very best this season so far, but you could see there's progress. And one thing that has been going for Arsenal this season is the defensive part of Arsenal. It's for you to get a goal against Arsenal, it's always very difficult. And the only goal Arsenal have considered this season is that outrageous free kick from Domis Szoboszlai. I think if you look at it overall, I think Arsenal has all it takes, and I'm very confident that we're definitely going to win.
So you fancy your chances of getting 3 points at the Emirates against City? You heard it there, and that's a wrap for you guys for tonight's Talk Sport podcast. We previewed Manchester United versus Chelsea and dug straight into Chelsea's identity crisis, breaking down the massive Arsenal versus Man City clash. We also, to every one of us watching on YouTube or Facebook, we want your thoughts. Who wins at Old Trafford tomorrow? Put that in the comment section. Be part of the show. We're going to read that in our next week's episode. Can Chelsea get back to being title contenders? Put it down there. Whatever you believe, put it in the comment section. Engage with us. Interact with us. And is this finally the season Arsenal can dethrone City or Liverpool and get enthroned as the EPL kings? Drop your comments, drop your answers, all in the comment section. Like the video if you enjoyed the discussion, and subscribe so you don't miss out our post-match breakdown. From me right here, my name again is Yinka Debuyi. They call me Doki around here. And Paulo.
Yeah, so like I said at the beginning, so excited that we are the weekend now, and the fixtures are coming right from in lunchtime tomorrow. We'll be seeing the Merseyside derby. There are a lot of derbies coming on over the weekend, so can't wait for it to get started.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, so good to be on the show today again, and it has been an exciting edition. I'm looking forward to the next one.
Thank you for tuning in. This is Talk Sport podcast once more from Premier Sports Fan Center, where football lives. And please keep loving the game of football. Enjoy your weekend. Bye for now.
Oh, and another goal for Super Eagles.